Alright, so while I was out in Moab, the rear bumper didn't fare too well. I didn't like this bumper. I never did, but it was there because it was quick and easy, and at the time all this needed to do was go do recoveries and stuff with Robbie. So now I'm going to take the time and make a new rear bumper and cut this one off, and now I got to straighten out the frame rails and stuff, but first thing I'm going to do is cut this one off. Backwards is hard.
How's it going?
Okay, so I just got it mostly straightened out. I'll straighten it out more once I get some structure back into it, but I'm going to cut this out so that'll go onto there, and so it'll have an actual place I can bolt to and strengthen the side of the frame some as well. See, something like that. Cap the end of the frame off. Alright, I probably should have done this before I cut it with the plasma cutter, but I'm going to clean up this paint and clean up it a little bit so it'll be ready to weld on. And I'm going to try to grind it into here just to make less of a mess. Now that I got it all cleaned up, fitting good, I'm going to tack this side into place right there. Still not perfectly straight, but it'll be good enough. So Alright, so I've been doing a little bit of work and I got a game plan going now, so as you can see, it doesn't look like much. Don't worry, it'll clean up, okay? I mean, this looks really ghetto right now, but just trust the process, okay? I do everything cheap with what I have, and I think you guys are gonna be surprised by the results, so. Look at that. Zero rock to it at all. Boom. Both hit at the same exact time. What we wanted. Now for the moment of truth. What?
Put some couple dents in your blazer, okay.
Is it poking out on that side?
Yeah. Like past the fender?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like back. Yeah. Doot, doot, doot. Right there.
That's perfect.
You couldn't see me.
Okay. So that will go like so.
Like so.
And then
Hey, it's starting to look good.
that will go there. That will go
Oh,
there.
this is gonna look pretty good. I'm seeing it
There.
now. I'm seeing the image that is
And
inside
then
your
there's gonna be
brain.
another one that comes from there to there.
Fascinating.
Something sort of like so. Alright, so it's the next day and I've decided instead of capping it off and then doing a piece of metal off of that, I'm gonna cut this piece out and just make it one continuous piece with a bend in it, and it'll come off of there and tie into down here, and it'll just be one continuous piece. I think a foot on each side is going to be enough to do what I want. So I think this is 40 inches. So 40 plus 24 is 64, right?
I don't know.
40 plus 2 feet, which is 24, 64. So I'm going to cut a piece to 64 inches, bend it on each side at a foot, probably somewhere about that degree angle.
That degree angle.
And yeah. Okay, so I just got that piece bent and notched on the sides there. So that's gonna work out. So now I'm just cutting these extra pieces that'll fit right into there. I think it'll work pretty good. And I checked, you can get a pin into here. There's enough room. I made sure to leave enough room here to get a pin into that. So yeah, get this other side cut and then get it all welded up and put it up into place. Alright, so I finally finished welding everything up. Still extremely hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down and then get it up into place and weld it in. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm glad I went with one piece on the bottom instead of doing the three, and it just looks more professional, I think. So yeah, I think it's gonna be plenty strong. I don't think it's going anywhere. So, and then that paired with the reinforced frame rails, very nice. Okay, so I got it all welded on, and I don't love how you can just kind of see right down in there. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna take this, cut it up, and weld this behind the bumper. It'll add strength, and I think it'll just look better. So yeah, one more thing and then it's done.